The Crooked Man is making sure he can't walk in a few years. He started off by only training a single trap for a whole year, and now he's doubling down on having a completely disproportionate physique by only training a single glute.
I'm actually gonna have to start training one side twice as hard as I was before to prove the haters wrong.
But behind this intentionally weird physique, there's a disturbing truth about the Crooked Man's health. Doctors and experts are begging him to stop before it's too late, and some of them are afraid it already is. Because he's given himself scoliosis and a lifetime of back pain just because he wanted to prove a point. And at this point, people are even saying his social experiment is worse than what Nikocado Avocado was doing all these years, because fixing his physique isn't going to be as straightforward as a weight loss surgery. The worst part is that the real reason he does it has nothing to do with a disability, freak accident, or genetic disorder. In fact, he's perfectly normal, and he's only doing this to make a point to the entire looks maxing community.
I don't want people to say, wow, that's a nice pretty physique. I want people to say, what the f.
The craziest part is that his insane-looking physique has gotten so viral that it's even ended up on mainstream media, because this guy's desperate to look like the real-life Hunchback of Notre Dame. But it gets way worse, because now he wants to help other men looks minimize as well, since he's dropping advice day in, day out, telling people how to look their worst. And it's getting so out of hand, he straight up pitched a rebloat powder to one of his clients to make sure their face was always swollen and puffy.
This is the prototype of my rebloat powder.
And this is exactly why a lot of the haters are pissed off, because it's one thing to do a social experiment, but it's a whole other thing to convince audiences to do the same dangerous things you're doing. The worst part is that when people confront him about the health issues that are about to ruin his life, the Crooked Man just gets defensive about it.
To everyone telling me I'm ruining my health reviews, let's not get confused here. I'm still more healthy than you. There's a lot of hypocrites on my page, I don't know.
He's so deluded about the whole thing that the fact that he's injured himself while training a single trap just doesn't seem to bother him. And what people don't understand is that he's a decent looking guy and could have had a great physique if it wasn't for his absurd training routine. Because what he does makes him the absolute worst fitness influencer of all time, natty or not. And fans are waiting for him to finally stop and go back to being normal about the whole thing. Because he's proven his point, so it's just overkill at this point. But what do you think? Is the Crooked Man taking things way too far this time around? And should someone intervene and stop him from ruining his life just for the sake of clout?